important to understand that we do have a very tight, well-described, well-defined set of strategic initiatives, of which the SAP install is right there at the top of the list, along with a handful of other initiatives. And so, my role as the Chief Executive Officer, I think, is not to be in the stands, but to be in the game. And I can play. I'm not going to be in the game to the extent that I'm calling every individual play. I'm not in the game to the extent that that I'm actually, installing software or approving code.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness, yeah. Although I have done some of that in my life in the past, but having said that, that's certainly not my role. I think my role in the game is to be some combination of chief cheerleader and chief disciplinarian. Cheerleader to the extent that the IS team and the business unit teams, recognizing this initiative, as Jeff has said, is we've really demanded that they all be business unit led with IS support. Recognizing that it is an intensive effort. It's an incredibly intensive change and execution effort, and I can play a constant engagement role around encouragement of success and perseverance through that process. So that's certainly the biggest part of my level of in the game engagement. But the other side of it is around being the disciplinarian, because all of the business units, all of the IS teams, we've all linked hands and said we have a very tight schedule. We've got we've got explicit goals in terms of our time and treasure around this initiative, and my job is to make sure that the accountabilities attached to that are upheld. In the case of a chief executive officer, it sounds kind of controlling, actually, to say that the CEO is going to approve every change to a piece of software like an SAP install. But the objective here was a vanilla approach. So, I think that's just part of a chief executive officer is not meant to be, watching the happenings of what goes on in his business. He has to be, fully engaged in the details. That's not in a doing sense, but in a leading sense.
If we came back and we simply got direction from Michael and the senior leadership team saying, go do it, and then they went off to do other things, it would take us years. We wouldn't get there. On the other hand, if they have high focus on it, they have high engagement into it, they help us throughout the whole process, that keeps the visibility there, that keeps the importance as we're going through. So for example, Mike Vels, our CFO, and I get together on a monthly basis to just simply do an update on this. We've arranged that the Leapfrog program is presented to the audit committee 4 times a year and to the board itself twice a year as we go through this. What we're doing is part of the updates Michael gives out to other folks, and it's part of his weekly what's happening emails and blogs that come out to the corporation. So that visibility is actually there.
The business unit leaders themselves need to own the success of those business processes, and they need to accomplish that with IS Information Solutions as a partner in that equation.
I hope you found this as interesting and enjoyable as we did. It's great to share some of the leading practices and the ideas that we have. I think that bringing together both the business and the IS makes a much better solution than one or the other. And together, I see a great future for Maple Leaf, and hopefully some of the things we're doing will be helpful for other companies.
The Maple Leaf organization is full of passion and energy, and this initiative is in systems with the SAP initiative that Jeff is leading along with his colleagues is a great illustration of that, and we're delighted to be here talking about that and what it means to our future, and very excited about it. Appreciate all of the attention that you've given to this, and hopefully it's been of some help to you.